Have you ever felt that chill just imagining an engine roaring over a white blanket of snow while the wind cuts through the frozen silence of a remote trail in the middle of nowhere? It's in these moments that the passion for machines and adventure meets absolute respect for nature. ATVs built to face winter aren't just extreme vehicles. They are survival tools, workhorses, and for many, pure fun in the snow. Each one carries a story of resilience, technology, and strength. But tell me, have you ever wondered which are the best, most robust, and reliable ATVs prepared to overcome any obstacle in snow and ice-covered environments? Today, we're going to check out the best models that impress with their strength, utility, and performance in extreme cold. But before we begin, I want to say a quick thank you. We just reached the milestone of 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for your attention, your likes, your comments, and of course, your subscription. Just know that you are part of this important milestone at the beginning of the channel. Now, as true fans of machines and snow engineering, we move forward together, bringing you the most incredible machines from the frozen world. Stick with me until the end, because the last ATV is a true off-road snow legend and will show exactly why it deserves the top spot on this list. Honda Foreman 4x4. Originally launched in the 1980s and improved over the decades, the Honda Foreman 4x4 is the kind of ATV that looks simple at first glance, but delivers impressive reliability under the harshest conditions. Manufactured in Japan, it quickly became a reference among utility vehicles for snow, mainly because of its ruggedness, low maintenance, and reliable operation even in extreme cold. The Foreman comes with a 518cc single-cylinder engine, liquid-cooled and fuel-injected. It produces around 30 horsepower, which may seem modest at first, but it's more than enough for what this model is designed for. The secret here isn't speed, but constant power and traction. It's one of those ATVs that climbs icy slopes like it's driving on dry ground. The transmission is automatic, with an optional button shift mode, which makes a big difference when you're wearing thick gloves or operating the vehicle in freezing environments. It has selectable four-wheel drive, meaning the rider can switch between rear and full traction depending on the need. The independent front suspension and solid rear axle provide excellent stability, even when carrying a load. Visually, the Foreman commands respect. It's not a gigantic beast, but it has that functional design that shows it's built to work. The wide tires dig into snow easily, and the reinforced frame clearly shows it can take a beating. The engine's deep and steady rumble gives off total confidence. In practice, it's widely used in cold climate farms, remote patrols, and even by maintenance crews in ski resorts. It's not a flashy vehicle, but rather one that shines through efficiency and durability. In fact, many models from the 1990s are still running strong today on farms in Alaska and northern Canada. There was even a curious case in rural Norway where one of these was fitted with snow tracks and used for years to carry supplies to an isolated mountain cabin, crossing over 15 kilometers of heavy snow every week. Found the Foreman interesting? Then hang on, because the next one brings a bit more power and a more modern look, without losing its practical spirit. Polaris Sportsman 570. The Polaris Sportsman 570 is the kind of ATV that strikes a balance between power, comfort, and versatility like few others in its category. Manufactured in the United States, it quickly became a favorite among both recreational and professional users, precisely because it delivers reliable performance on rough terrain, especially snow, while offering a smoother, more controlled ride. Launched as an evolution of the Sportsman lineup, this model has become one of Polaris's most popular in recent years. It comes with a 567cc single-cylinder engine, liquid-cooled and fuel-injected. It produces approximately 44 horsepower, which is more than enough to climb steep, icy hills, haul loads in remote regions, or simply cruise through a frozen forest with ease. One of the highlights is the on-demand traction system, which automatically switches between rear and four-wheel drive depending on the terrain. Its independent suspension on all four wheels helps maintain comfort even when the ground is uneven, with frozen trails, snow-covered rocks, or hidden ice ruts. It's the kind of technology that makes a real difference when you're far from any road. Visually, the Sportsman 570 has a more modern and bold style. The integrated front headlight, digital display, and reinforced bodywork give it a strong and controlled appearance. The engine sounds clean and steady, giving you confidence from the very first throttle. In practice, this ATV is widely used on farms, in rescue operations in frozen areas, forest patrols, and by adventurers exploring snow-covered trails. A notable detail is that many owners customize this model with snow tracks or chains to boost grip in heavy snowfall regions. In fact, there's a record of a Polaris Sportsman 570 being used as a support vehicle during a winter crossing of Lake Baikal in Russia. It was equipped with a sled and endured temperatures below -30°C, carrying the equipment and supplies without failing. If you thought the Sportsman was well-balanced, get ready, because the next model brings more displacement, more presence, and even more strength to conquer the ice. Yamaha Kodiak 700. When it comes to reliability under harsh conditions, Yamaha has always had its name firmly established, and the Kodiak 700 is living proof of that. Manufactured in Japan, this ATV was developed with a practical focus, especially for demanding environments like snow-covered trails, packed ice, and remote terrain. It combines raw power with precise control, delivering an experience that balances performance and durability with ease of operation. The Kodiak 700 is equipped with a 686cc liquid-cooled engine with electronic fuel injection. It is a single-cylinder engine, but it offers plenty of torque. It delivers around 48 horsepower, which is more than enough for towing, climbing snow-covered hills with weight, or crossing through deep snow without struggle. What stands out here is how the power is delivered smoothly, even at low speeds, which is essential when driving on slippery or uneven surfaces. The transmission is automatic with a continuous gear system. This means less concern with shifting and more focus on controlling the ride. The four-wheel drive system with differential lock gives the Kodiak a clear advantage when the terrain becomes challenging. The independent suspension on all four wheels helps maintain comfort even on hard-packed snow trails, buried logs, or snow-covered rocks. Visually, the Kodiak has a compact profile, but do not be fooled. It is strong and makes its presence known. The design is functional, with reinforced body panels, cargo space, and ergonomics that appeal both to those who use the ATV for work and to those who enjoy trails on the weekends. The engine produces a deep and solid sound, creating a sense of total control even in demanding situations. In everyday use, the Kodiak 700 is widely used by farmers in cold climate regions, hunters exploring remote areas, and maintenance operators at ski resorts. It is the kind of vehicle you can count on to start in intense cold and perform without fail. There are even reports of owners in Alaska keeping their Kodiak running all year long, facing everything from frozen trails to semi-frozen rivers during the thaw season. An interesting fact is that despite being a rugged ATV, the Kodiak is known for being surprisingly fuel efficient. That makes a big difference in areas where access to fuel is limited. Did you enjoy seeing this snow beast? Then support the channel and help us keep bringing this kind of content. Hit the like button to strengthen the project and show that you want more. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week, we bring you the most amazing machines that take on extreme cold, including many you probably have never heard of. Now get ready, because the next model begins to enter a more refined category with a strong focus on thermal comfort and features designed specifically for intense snow use. CanAm Outlander North Edition. Now we're entering a more advanced level. The CanAm Outlander North Edition is an ATV designed specifically for those who live or work in places where winter does not take a break. Manufactured in Canada, this model was created to handle extreme cold with features that go far beyond mechanical power. The goal here is to deliver strong performance along with comfort and long-term durability in truly frozen environments. This model is powered by a 650cc V-twin engine, liquid-cooled and equipped with electronic fuel injection. It produces around 62 horsepower, which puts it above the previous models in terms of strength. That kind of power allows the rider to move through deep snow trails, tow heavy sleds, and even climb steep icy slopes without losing traction or performance. The four-wheel drive system is fully automatic and distributes power intelligently based on the terrain. It also comes with electric power steering, which makes a big difference during long periods of use. The independent suspension on all four wheels is adjustable and works together with factory-installed snow tires to ensure traction and stability on slippery surfaces. But what really sets the Outlander North Edition apart is the attention to comfort in extremely low temperatures. It comes with heated hand grips and throttle, handguards, a tall windshield, and extra protection against cold wind. These features may seem like a luxury until you are riding at -15 degrees Celsius. Then they become a necessity. Visually, the Outlander makes a strong impression. The design is modern and rugged, clearly built for harsh environments. The finish, wide fenders, and reinforced lights all show that this ATV was made to take punishment and keep moving. The engine sound is strong and steady, with that firm V-twin tone that tells you this vehicle is here for serious work. In real-world use, the Outlander North Edition is found in mountain utility maintenance crews, border patrol operations, isolated cabin transport, and by hunters who travel long distances over frozen terrain. There are even records of this model being used in rescue operations in northern Sweden, where trucks could not access the area due to heavy snow depth. If the Kodiak showed us balance, the Outlander North Edition shows what happens when power meets cold weather comfort. But hold on, because the next machine raises the bar in both engine displacement and raw force for taking on icy trails. Kawasaki Brute Force 750. When it comes to raw strength in the ATV world, it is impossible not to mention the name brute force. The Kawasaki Brute Force 750 lives up to its name. It is one of the most powerful models in its class, built for riders who need serious performance, especially in tough conditions like deep snow, frozen trails, and steep terrain where traction is nearly zero. Manufactured in Japan, this ATV makes an impression right from the first contact. It features a 749cc V-twin engine, liquid-cooled and fuel-injected. It delivers around 50 horsepower with strong torque available from low RPMs. That means fast, forceful starts even with a loaded vehicle, making it ideal for pulling sleds, trailers, or even heavy gear through snow-covered terrain. The drive system is selectable, allowing the rider to switch between two-wheel and four-wheel drive, with the option to lock the differential. This gives full control over how the ATV handles depending on the terrain. The independent suspension on all four wheels absorbs impacts well, even in icy areas with hidden rocks or uneven ground. Visually, the Brute Force 750 stands out with an aggressive look. It has tough body panels, a reinforced frame, and lines that clearly communicate power. The dual front headlights give it a bold appearance, while the wide, aggressive tread tires help maintain grip on slippery trails. The engine sound is deep and powerful, making it clear you are dealing with a serious machine. In everyday use, it is found on large properties, ski stations, snowy expeditions, and even in rescue operations where access is limited. One interesting detail is how this model has also become popular among hunters who need to transport cargo over long snowy distances, thanks to its strong traction and reliable mechanics. There are reports from Canada of environmental monitoring teams using the Brute Force 750 to reach protected areas during winter, crossing frozen rivers and dense forests where conventional vehicles simply cannot go. Impressive, right? Then get ready, because the next ATV on the list carries the legacy of one of the most respected names in the off-road world and brings together strength and advanced technology in a powerful combination. Yamaha Grizzly 700. Few names carry as much tradition in the ATV world as the Yamaha Grizzly 700. This model is a symbol of toughness and high performance in hostile environments, especially when snow, extreme cold, and rough terrain are involved. Made in Japan, the Grizzly 700 is considered by many to be one of the most reliable ATVs ever created for use in frozen conditions. It features a 686cc single-cylinder engine, liquid-cooled and fuel-injected. The power sits around 50 horsepower, delivered in a smooth and consistent way, with a focus on torque. This means that even when fully loaded, the Grizzly has no trouble tackling uphill climbs, soft snow, or icy terrain. It is not the fastest in its class, but the low-end strength makes it a true workhorse. The four-wheel drive system is selectable, with the option to lock the differential, giving full control in slippery conditions. It also has electric power steering and an automatic transmission, making it easier to handle on demanding trails. The independent suspension on all four wheels performs well even when the trail is hidden under thick snow. Visually, the Grizzly looks solid and well-balanced. It gives off a sense of durability, with its reinforced bodywork, wide fenders, and frame built for heavy use. The wider profile tires help maintain grip on slick surfaces, and the engine delivers a steady and confident sound with a strong character. In practical use, it is common in mountain areas, cold weather farms, ski resorts, and also in activities like hunting and fishing in remote areas. Many tourism operators in snowy regions choose the Grizzly for its mechanical reliability, ease of maintenance, and ability to withstand long hours in freezing temperatures. There is even a report from northern Iceland where a Grizzly 700 was used by a company offering Northern Lights tours. The ATV transported equipment and guests to a remote site, crossing more than 20 kilometers of deep snow with strong winds and temperatures around -25 degrees Celsius. And if the Grizzly already impresses with its toughness, get ready. The next ATV offers not only power and performance, but also the level of technology and cargo space designed for those who need versatility on any frozen mission. CanAm Defender Pro Limited. If the models we've seen so far are ready to handle snow with strength and agility, the CanAm Defender Pro Limited takes things to another level. This is not just an off-road vehicle. It is practically a mobile workstation, designed for people who live in extreme environments, work in the cold, and need a machine that handles everything with comfort and efficiency. Made in Canada, it answers the call for heavy-duty snow performance. The engine is a 976cc V-twin, liquid-cooled and fuel-injected. It delivers about 82 horsepower with strong torque at low speeds. That means even with full cargo and driving through deep snow, the Defender Pro Limited maintains excellent performance. There is more than enough power here to tow, climb, cross, or simply keep working non-stop in remote locations. It features four-wheel drive with an intelligent mode that automatically adjusts based on traction conditions. It also includes a differential lock. The independent suspension on all four wheels has long travel, absorbing impacts and maintaining stability, even when the vehicle is fully loaded. And when it comes to carrying capacity, this model stands out. The extended cargo bed measures over 1.80 meters and can handle more than 450 kilograms. But strength is not the only highlight. The interior is fully enclosed and climate-controlled from the factory. It includes heating, defrost system, electric windows, and thermal insulation, making it possible to work in comfort even in extreme cold. The seats are well cushioned, and there is room for 3 people with seat belts and a rugged finish suited for tough conditions. Visually, the Defender Pro Limited looks and feels like a true utility machine. It is large, wide, and clearly built for work. The front headlights are powerful, the body design is solid and practical, and the high-profile tires handle soft snow with ease. The engine noise is firm, but surprisingly quiet compared to others in its class, making it suitable for long jobs in residential or protected areas. In practice, it is used on farms, in rescue services, in remote patrols, and even by electrical maintenance teams in mountain regions. It is also common to see this model fitted with tracks instead of wheels, turning it into a real snow machine. One forestry company in Finland even adapted an entire fleet of CanAm Defender Pro Limiteds with snow tracks and front winches to reach reforestation zones during winter where not even tractors could operate. If this machine impressed you, just imagine what is still to come. So help us spread this content even further. Hit the like button, share it with a friend or family member who loves off-road adventures, and subscribe if you haven't already. Stick with me, because if you thought that was useful, wait until you see the next one. It takes load capacity, space, and strength to a level that few ATVs can reach. Polaris Ranger 1000. The Polaris Ranger 1000 is the kind of ATV that introduces itself with authority. Designed in the United States, it was built for those who need a vehicle that can handle a full day of work, whether on frozen farms, remote forests, or ski resorts at the top of a mountain. It delivers strength, durability, and a level of comfort that is uncommon in this type of vehicle. It comes equipped with a 999cc twin-cylinder engine, liquid-cooled and fuel-injected. It delivers around 61 horsepower, with plenty of torque at low RPMs. It is not the fastest, but this is the kind of power you feel in the pole. Perfect for hauling weight, climbing icy hills, or crossing open snowfields without slipping. The four-wheel drive system uses on-demand technology that automatically activates the front wheels when needed. The independent suspension on all four wheels provides excellent shock absorption, which is crucial for uneven terrain and slippery surfaces. It also features a rear differential lock and high ground clearance, offering more safety in areas with accumulated snow or hidden rocks. One of the standout features of the Ranger 1000 is its cargo and seating capacity. It can carry up to 3 people in the open cab, and its bed can hold more than 450 kilograms. It is ideal for transporting tools, materials, or even medical equipment in remote areas. And if you need to pull a trailer, no problem, it can tow over a ton. In appearance, it has a boxy, functional design. The body is built for easy access and maintenance, with wide fenders and practical lines. The stock tires are suited for off-road use, with good grip on mixed terrain. The front lighting system provides strong visibility during low light conditions, like long winter nights. In real-world applications, the Ranger 1000 is widely used by rural producers in mountainous regions, volunteer firefighters in hard-to-reach areas, and utility maintenance companies. There was even a case where a security team at a scientific base in northern Greenland used the Ranger 1000 as their primary external patrol vehicle during polar winter. Equipped with snow tracks and a modified cabin, it remained operational in harsh winds and temperatures below -40 degrees Celsius. A Polaris Ranger 1000 is definitely a machine that delivers what it promises. But if you think this list has already peaked, take a deep breath, because the next model goes beyond the conventional. It has 6 wheels, full traction, and a level of performance that makes many pickup trucks look weak by comparison. CanAm Outlander 6x6 650. Reaching the end of this list feels like standing at the summit of a snow-covered mountain. And claiming that top spot is none other than the CanAm Outlander 6x6 650. Built in Canada, this model is the ultimate answer for those who need strength, traction, and carrying capacity in the most extreme conditions. It is not just an ATV, it is a heavy-duty mobility solution for places where the cold shuts everything down, except this one. As the name suggests, this ATV features 6-wheel drive, which is rare in this category. With 3 axles and independent suspension, it offers more surface contact, more stability, and nearly unbeatable traction on slippery surfaces like icy trails or deep snow. It is powered by a 650cc V-twin engine, liquid-cooled and fuel-injected. It produces around 62 horsepower. But the real advantage here is not just raw power. It is how that power is distributed evenly across 6 working wheels. The throttle response is immediate, the torque is strong from the start, and the grip is surprisingly firm, even on steep inclines covered in compact snow. The transmission is automatic, with a 6-wheel on-demand traction system. The rider can also manually lock the front differential to ensure maximum grip when necessary. The 6-wheel independent suspension works in perfect sync, delivering an unexpectedly smooth ride even under heavy load. And speaking of load, this is one of the most impressive features. The extended rear cargo bed is reinforced, offers plenty of space, and supports more than 315 kilograms. It can also tow trailers with loads exceeding 750 kilograms. In other words, it is a tractor disguised as an ATV. Visually, the Outlander 6x6 commands respect. It is longer, heavier, and clearly built for heavy-duty use. The chassis, reinforced side panels, functional bodywork, and wide tires all make it clear that this is no toy. The engine sound is deep and consistent, sending a message of confidence even on the most treacherous terrain. This model is commonly used by firefighters, rescue teams, forestry workers, and even military operations in polar regions. There are reports of one being used to transport gear on isolated islands in northern Norway, where only specialized vehicles can operate, and even then, few perform like this one. It is one of those machines you look at and immediately understand. It was made to solve problems where everything else fails. Today we explored some of the best ATVs ever created to face snow, ice, frozen mud, and everything winter has that's most challenging. From classic and reliable models like the Honda Foreman 4x4 to the impressive CanAm Outlander 6x6 650. Each of these vehicles shows how adaptable and powerful engineering can be when the climate demands the maximum. These ATVs are not just machines. They are tools that make it possible to work, explore, patrol, and even have fun in places where most people would never even think of stepping foot. They are real solutions for extreme challenges and also symbols of a culture that values toughness, efficiency, and adventure. Now tell me in the comments, which one of these models did you like the most? Which one would you have in your garage or would love to ride on a snow-covered trail? And if you enjoy this type of content, you already know what to do. Leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Every week there's a new video showing the most impressive machines that dominate the frozen world. See you in the next video.